Skol Vikings, you purple and gold warriors. Are you ready to dive into some jaw-dropping Vikings news that's got every fan buzzing? This week, our legend Jared Allen is stepping into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he's not going quietly. He's reigniting a fight for the NFL's single-season sack record. Buckle up, because we're breaking down this saga with all the passion of a U.S. Bank Stadium roar. Picture this. It's 2011, and Jared Allen is a one-man wrecking crew, terrorizing quarterbacks left and right. He finishes the season with 22 sacks, just a half sack shy of the record held by Michael Strahan and later matched by T.J. Watt. But here's the kicker. Allen says he was robbed of a sack that would have given him 23 and the crown all to himself. Can you feel the injustice, Vikings faithful? In today's video, we're unpacking this controversy in 15 electrifying segments. From the play that changed everything to Allen's fiery case for the record. Was he cheated out of history? Should the NFL rewrite the books? Stick with me, and let's get loud. Drop your thoughts in the comments as we go. Skol. It's Week 11, 2011, and the Vikings are battling the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. Jared Allen, with his mullet flowing like a Warriors banner, is hunting Aaron Rodgers. Late in the game, Rodgers steps up in the pocket, fumbles the ball, picks it up, and Allen chases him down for what looks like a textbook sack. The crowd erupts, and the stat sheet credits Allen with 2 sacks for the game. His season total is climbing, and the single-season record is in sight. At this point, he's got 22 sacks, and Vikings fans are dreaming of history. Can you imagine the energy in that stadium, knowing our guy was on the verge of greatness? But hold up, 2 days later, the NFL drops a bombshell. They review the play and reclassify it as a team sack, stripping Allen of the credit. A team sack? When it was Allen who tackled Rodgers. What's going on here, NFL? Let's dig deeper. Allen's not one to stay silent, and in a recent video posted by the Vikings, he's laying it all out. The reality is, I hold the 23-sack record, he says, his voice dripping with conviction. He's got film to back it up. Rodgers had the ball, could have thrown it, but Allen brought him down. That's a sack, plain and simple. He points out the NFL's reasoning. They called it a muff because of the fumble, but Allen's not buying it. I'm part of the team, and I physically tackled him, he argues. Shouldn't he at least get half a sack? Vikings fans, are you feeling his frustration? I know I am. This isn't just about stats, it's about legacy. Allen's 22 sacks in 2011 were in 16 games, unlike Watt's 22.5 in 17. If that sack counts, Allen's at 23, alone at the top. Drop a Skol in the comments if you think he's the true sack king. Let's rewind to that 2011 season. Allen was a force of nature, leading the NFL with 22 sacks, for forced fumbles and 66 tackles. He was everywhere, disrupting plays and making quarterbacks rethink their life choices. The Vikings went 3-13 that year, but Allen was our shining star. The sack record chase was the talk of the NFL. Every game, fans watched to see if Allen could catch Strahan's 22.5 from 2001. By week 17, he was so close, and that Packers game haunts us because it could have sealed the deal. Can you feel the heartbreak of being that close? What's wild is how rare this is. Only 3 players, Strahan, Watt, and Allen, have ever hit 22 sacks or more in a season. For Allen to be denied 23 over a technicality? That stings. Let's keep this fire going. What's your take on this call? Now let's talk about the NFL's rulebook. A sack is credited when a defender tackles the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage before he can throw. On that Rodgers play, Allen chased him down after the fumble, and Rodgers still had the ball. By the rules, that's a sack, right? But the NFL's stat crew disagreed, calling it a team sack because of the fumble chaos. Some argue it's fair. Fumbles can muddy the waters. Others say it's nonsense. Allen did the work. Vikings news has been all over this, and fans are split. Where do you stand? The bigger question, why change it on Wednesday? The game was Monday night, and the call was made live. 2 days later, they flip it? That's shady NFL. Let's hear it. Do you think the league owes Allen an explanation? Allen's case has sparked debates across Vikings news platforms. On Vikings.com, they've shared clips of the play, and fans are dissecting every frame. The film shows Rodgers with the ball, Allen's tackle, and no one else making the play. It's hard to argue against that. Statistically, Allen's 2011 season was insane. 22 sacks, 14.5 tackles for loss, and a league high in pressures. Compare that to Strahan's 22.5 with a controversial sack gifted by Brett Favre, and you start wondering who really deserves the crown. What's your call, Skull Nation? This controversy isn't new. Allen's been vocal about it for years, but with his Hall of Fame induction this Saturday, it's back in the spotlight. He's not begging for the record. He's demanding what's his. Drop a comment. Should the NFL revisit this? Fast forward to today, August 1st, 2025. Jared Allen's about to be immortalized in Canton, Ohio, as a Pro Football Hall of Famer. His career stats, 136 sacks, 32 forced fumbles, and 5 All-Pro nods scream legend. But this sack debate is unfinished business. Vikings fans are flooding X with support, chanting 23 sacks. On posts from Vikings News, the team's official site even ran a feature on his 2011 season, hyping his case. It's a movement now. Are you joining the fight for Allen's record? The Hall of Fame ceremony is going to be electric. Picture Allen, mullet and all, stepping to the podium, maybe dropping a jab at the NFL stat crew. Will he mention the sack? You bet he will. Let's predict it. What's he going to say? Let's talk about Michael Strahan's record for a sec. In 2001, he hit 22.5 sacks, but that last one against Favre basically laid down for him. Many call it a gift. Allen's sacks, though? All earned, no handouts. Strahan's a legend, no doubt, but Vikings fans know Allen's 2011 was pure dominance. He didn't need a friendly quarterback to pad his stats. Compare the tape. Allen's relentless. Who's the real sack king in your eyes? TJ Watt tied the record in 2021 with 22.5, but he had 17 games to do it. Allen's 22 came in 16. If that Rodgers sack counts, Allen's at 23 and 16, untouchable. Drop a stat in the comments that backs our guy. The NFL's not budging. They've said the stat books are final and Allen's stuck at 22. But that hasn't stopped Vikings News from keeping this alive. On Vikings.com, they're hyping Allen's induction and subtly nudging the sack debate. Smart move, right? Fans on X are relentless, posting memes of Allen sacking Rodgers with 23 captions. It's a vibe, Skull Nation. The league might ignore us, but we're loud. How do we get the NFL to listen? Share your ideas below. This saga's got me thinking about legacy. Allen's Hall of Fame nod cements him as one of the greatest, but the sack record would have been the cherry on top. Imagine his bust in Canton with 23 sacks, 2011 etched below. Chills, right? His impact went beyond stats. Allen brought swagger to the Vikings, rallying fans during tough seasons. That 2011 campaign was his masterpiece, and we're still talking about it. What's your favorite Allen moment? With the Hall of Fame ceremony days away, the buzz is unreal. Vikings News is dropping throwback clips, and fans are reliving every sack. This isn't just about one play. It's about honoring a warrior who gave everything for Minnesota. Let's zoom out. The Vikings' defensive line tradition, Allen, Kevin Williams, Chris Dolman, is legendary. Allen's 2011 season is part of that lore, record or not. But that sack call still stings. Why does it hit us so hard, Skol fans? The passion around this debate shows why we love the Vikings. We fight for our guys, whether it's Allen's sack or Cousins' clutch throws. This fan base is unmatched. What's a Vikings moment that makes you proud to rep purple? As we head toward Saturday, let's talk about Allen's speech. He's going to bring the fire, maybe call out the NFL for that sack. Picture him holding up a Vikings jersey, shouting "Skol" to the crowd. Will you be watching live? Vikings News is hyping the induction with behind-the-scenes content on Vikings.com. They've got interviews with teammates like Adrian Peterson, who called Allen a beast. What's a teammate story about Allen you want to hear? This moment's bigger than one sack. It's about a guy who embodied the Viking spirit, tough, relentless, and proud. Let's celebrate him. Drop your favorite Allen sack in the comments. Here's the deal. The NFL might not change the record, but we know the truth. Jared Allen sacked Aaron Rodgers in 2011, and that 23rd sack is his. Vikings fans don't forget, and we don't back down. Who's with me? This Saturday, when Allen steps into the Hall of Fame, he's carrying every Vikings fan with him. That mullet, that hustle. It's all us. Let's make some noise for our guy. How are you celebrating his induction? Time for action, Skull Nation. Smash that like button if you think Allen's the sack king. Comment 23. To show the NFL we're not letting this go. Subscribe and share this video with every Vikings fan you know. Let's keep the fire burning. Skull Vikings. Forever. Let's honor Jared Allen, the true single-season sack leader, and keep pushing for justice. Stay loud, stay proud, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.